Hi everybody, welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Fantasy Age from Green Run Publishing. I am the board game guru and game master extraordinaire, Jahananan.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I was getting ready to drop the beat, but it's never time to drop the beat. You just keep building. Everybody knows that. You just build and 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 build. I'm happy to be reprising my role as Cedric, the Shadow of Koath, a dwarven crossbow assassin.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, a variety video game and tabletop roleplay game streamer, and I'm reprising my role as Hazar Steelflame, the orcish, drakish envoy of the Nagami tribe.
And it's me, Erin Bombier. I'm with Adventure Slaying Productions, but tonight I'm here as Temo Pav, the goat person mountain folk warrior. Fights alongside her companions, Hazar and Cedric.
Nice. Yeah, last time you guys were on a Ishram trading vessel, trying to get back to the Valley of the Stars. In doing so, you found a landmass that had split off during the Cataclysm, and decided to try to chart this new river, this new channel in between the Valley of the Star and Ishram, giving the Valley of the Star sea access for the first time ever. Direct access to the ocean. But yeah, in doing so, you found some tribe members from the valley, seemingly in trouble. One was dead. You found another that was poisoned. You were able to bring them back from the brink. And then you did battle with the beast that almost killed him. It was a large winged creature that shot poisonous barbs out of his tail, also known as a manicore, of course. Man, you guys beat it and decided not to go into the underwater tunnel, which might have been a good call. You turned back to your boat and made landfall on the other shore, returning to the Valley of the Star. That's where we pick up. You guys are walking through... you're walking away from the water. You're walking deeper into the tree line. You finally get to the jungle part. And the ground slopes downwards into the valley. Hazar, you haven't been here in a while. What's going on?
It is quite glad to be back, seeing familiar territory. Even with as chaotic as the valley is, it's still, even with the grand changes, it's probably, I imagine it's changed, but that's kind of the challenge of the valley, is surviving that ever-changing, ever-threatening place. For that's what makes us strong, that sort of idea. So he's very comfortable despite how everything's shifted. A little confused coming straight from the water to the jungle, because that's usually not how this trip goes, but you know.
Yeah. You guys are... I mean, you're seeing lots of tall trees, probably some of the tallest trees you've ever seen. They're not like oaks or anything. They're more jungly trees with the slicker bark, smoother bark. thinner trees in relation to like how big the canopies are, but they go up and up, blocking out the sky pretty much completely.
This whole place stinks.
It does. I mean, you know, jungles do have a smell to them. Very earthy, hot, probably musty, almost like a swamp. But with
Very
the
humid.
yeah, very humid, swampy smells. But with the bursts of bright floral scents, that kind of thing. The valley has changed since you've been here last, Hazar. As you mentioned, you'll notice there are huge cracks in the ground. There are parts of the valley wall that have completely slid in, so they are barren of trees. You'll see big piles of trees laying on the ground here and there. But you will continue through until you hit the river. The river is a major landmark for you, although you're not sure if it still goes the same way anymore. Vamp? What's up, Vamp?
Yo, the Seanster. What up, family?
Oh, we're being booned. Corbinian Boone. Aaron Boone. I presume Gary.
Hell
Gary
yeah.
Boone!
Yeah, buddy.
There we go. Yeah.
I follow the river just out of sheer that is a major landmark. But I'll kind of be on the lookout for any roving scouts or rangers or probably new tribal markers, because I imagine some stuff that was just obviously that's so-and-so's territory or so-and-so's territory, but now there's a need to kind of mark that territory. How well that's going, I don't know, because I haven't been here since the change, but, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely noticed a couple shifted markers. Vamp, thank you for the sub. 37 months. That's 3 years? Over 3 years? That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
That's a long... We've been doing this that long, Gary?
No, I don't know how that's even possible.
I don't know how it's even possible either.
Yeah, those numbers don't add up. Yeah, no, we have been doing it that long. We started doing it when I still lived in Texas. And I've been here for 2.5 years already.
During COVID.
Wild stuff, bro.
Wild stuff. Hey, so yeah.
You know how many real life things have happened since then?
A lot, yeah.
Good
Sure,
lord.
everybody.
Yeah, right? We've just been telling fun little stories. In the meantime, these motherfuckers stormed the Capitol and shit. You know what I mean? It's been a wild ride.
Yeah, democracy's about to die, all that good stuff. Yep, for sure.
It's been a good one, fellas.
It was an honor knowing you all. We'll see you in hell. All right. Yeah, so you'll definitely know a change in the markers of the tribes. You don't see that many, but every now and again you'll see one that you don't think belongs here. But the territory near the river you still see is marked with the markings of the Fornlow tribe, which is known as the tribe of the river. Their colors are gray, teal, and white. There are lots of tribes. I only named some of them because there's probably hundreds. But, you know, don't mess with those ones. You're going to mess with the ones I named.
What was the name of this tribe again?
Fornlow.
Low.
Yeah. But yeah, so you
Is it
are
spelled like it sounds?
FORN and then apostrophe LO. You gotta throw the apostrophes in there.
Yep, because I put LOW.
Nah, I cut the W off.
I see that.
Yep, cut it off. Don't need it. Get it
Cut off.
out of here.
Cut off the W. And
Don't need
add
it.
A little put a hyphen in there.
That's a human letter. We don't use W's.
Yeah, it's for humans. Some people use W's. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. So yeah, you guys, you seem to be in their territory. Did I mention the tribe name of the person you're escorting? Did anything? Are they of your tribe?
Craig of the Southern Tribe?
Oh, it was Craig.
Craig.
I was wondering why the word Craig was here. It just says Craig. There's no context.
Yeah. I got
Bingo!
Craig of the Southern
Train.
Thanks.
Yo, penguin, 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 penguin.
Thanks for the
Hell yeah,
the sub once again.
Man,
30.
I'm so glad you guys showed up today. To be honest, I was feeling kind of low, and I was like, bro, I might need to like take a month or two off streaming. I don't even know if I don't know how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling kind of weird, bro. But I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad you guys are here. You guys are making me feel some love. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little fucking confidence boost. So I appreciate
honestly,
that.
I kind of wondered if you would take some time off. You know,
I was so close, dude.
Wouldn't
I
be
almost texted you
surprised,
today,
man.
2 months off.
but hey, here we are. We're here for now.
Here we are.
And thank you for all of our friends who are supporting us. But yeah, so Craig. We'll put Craig. He's gonna be of the Kruskork clan, or the Kruskork tribe. It's CRUSE space KORICK. They're the tribe of the jungle, of the valley floor. That's what they're known as. And they wear greens and browns.
I didn't spell that right, but I didn't spell croissant either, which is good.
Oh, we got cheered bits. Thanks, Vamp. And I have to be at work at 7 a.m. That sucks. I have to wake up at 7 a.m., but I feel
Did you just
like...
learn that right now?
What?
Someone just texted you and said you had to be up at 7 a.m.? Or did Vamp say that?
No,
Who said
Penguin.
that?
Penguin.
Penguin. Okay.
No, I don't
Sorry,
have to.
Penguin.
No, I have to wake up at 7.
I thought you just got news you had to be there midstream and was like, damn. All right.
No, I
Never
would
mind.
not have.
Sorry,
I would not have seen that text message.
Sorry, everybody. I took a left there. I was somewhere else.
It's all good. And Aaron, I think you got boomed again. Yep, Aaron got boomed again. Man, this is gonna be nuts. All right, so Craig of the Kruskork tribe is here with you, and you're at the river. You're following the river, you said?
Yeah, following to a certain degree before I know, I can guess roughly where I would split off to start heading to Nagami territory, or roughly where it should be.
Okay.
Following the river for now because it's the easiest way not to get lost, and I might run into people. Like that's a pretty. I imagine the river's a pretty common. Well, it was anyway, a common way for people to take like small boats and go up and down the river.
Yes.
Travel across the jungle quickly.
Craig will start talking to you a bit about what's going on. The river tribe still holds this area, but a lot of the other areas have been in flux. A lot of changes have come to the valley.
Have the chiefs spoken or gathered in conclave at any point?
They will have to soon. There's been much disagreement about the changes. As you could expect. As you guys are walking and talking, you'll see some orcs and drakes. Drak. Watching you guys from, like, the tree line. Just here and there. They're not moving towards you or anything.
I kind of raise up my hand and I shout out, "Hello there!" out in Orcish. Probably more in Orcish. It's probably more of "I see you" or "see me." It's a way to warn them that I'm not trying to sneak up on them. Kind of hard to sneak up on somebody when you're wearing a checkered sash with a group of people, but
yeah, one of them is out of the brush and is standing there making the same symbol. They're wearing the gray, teals, and whites of the Four and Low tribe. They're just watching you while you're in their territory. But yeah, they're not typically very hostile. They let you pass as long as you keep moving. So you make your way through.
Are these people able to be traded with, or do they keep to themselves? I wonder if they've made a map of this area yet. I'd gladly trade them some of the maps I've made on the way here.
Craig, you know more of this than I do currently. I've been away for a while.
You can always try. They're one of the more amenable tribes. Yeah.
I'll kind of call out in Orcish. You there? Do you want to trade?
They'll like talk to each other, and then one of them will approach you. A few others will step out like from behind the trees and stuff, and they'll watch you. They have weapons. Obviously, they're not pointed at you, but they are armed. One of them.
Beasts out in these jungle. It's good to be armed.
One of them will approach you. They appear to be. It's strange. They're not very common, but they do exist. Half orc, you can tell.
Oh.
Yeah. You're technically a half orc too, but you're half orc, half drake, which is a lot more common. This is a half orc, half human, which is much rarer.
Probably born of Greystone or Istram.
Yeah.
More likely Greystone because of the battle from
the
long
past.
ago.
Yeah. Yep.
You speak common. I'll step up with Hazar.
I can speak the common tongue. Yes.
Great. I was hoping they wouldn't send somebody who only spoke Drake or Drakish or Orcish. I'm Cedric, and I've been making maps east of here. Have you guys had a chance to send out any scouts to make any local maps yet? I'd happily trade information with you.
Interesting proposition. I am Guesser. Geser. Guesser of the Foreign Low tribe. We do trade pretty often. We are the river folk, so, it is easier for us than it is for most.
I assume one of the first things you did was charted some of these new rivers then.
We have made some charts, yes. Still much work to be done. It's only been a little bit of time. But hey, and they're still shifting.
We've already explored a few of the coasts east to you. And as you said, they're shifting, but at least these maps are current.
If you have a map of the newly formed channel, we'd be very interested.
I certainly do. And it may not be perfectly accurate, but it's enough to get the idea. We were able to find a few depths as well, so that's what these lines here are.
Now you'll look at it. Impressive. Steady hand.
I know how I'm supposed to draw depth in water.
He'll show you on one of his maps, like this. There's like it's a line. It's like a triangle coming off of like the shore, and then like a line going down. Kind of looks like depth.
I did a weird thing here where there's 1 if it's shallow, 2 if it's medium, and 3 hash as if it's real deep.
That works too. This is good, and he'll offer you a map. This map is good until it's not.
Yeah.
Same. I'll real quick sketch my map so that I'll take the sketch copy and give him my original.
Suggestion to the both of you: you may wish to add some sort of dates to that map since these shift. That way you know how old it is.
He'll point to the corner of a map, and you'll see dots that are star dates, essentially. That's how the Valley of the Star keeps track.
You're not going to be able to read mine. You see, dwarves and stars don't go together. And I'll show him how I've been keeping track.
You'll show him a dwarven timekeeping method, and he'll be very confused, but he'll be like, very interesting. I haven't seen a dwarf in a long time, but hey, it's good to see one now. He'll turn to Temo, milady, and he'll bow, and then he'll well, if that's all, perhaps we'll see
actually,
you.
since we have
Yep.
you, have you heard any word of the Nagami? I'm trying to head back to them. I assume they're still in their same territory.
They are. They are.
That's good.
They're on the eastern slope, as they always have been. And they do well. I hear that your chieftain is, well, older, but he still leads well.
Bit of dwarven wisdom. Every day we're all older.
It's true, but some of us decline as we age.
The mastery of the Harnasa is a art that favors even the elderly warrior. The old heroic weapons, aside from magic, usually do poorly in elder hands.
Oh snap!
How long do orcs and Drick live?
Orcs. Like, are you asking Inky?
Hazar.
You're asking Hazar. Go ahead, Hazar.
But yeah, I guess just the group, right? Anybody can
If
respond.
you need to know, then Drac can live to be 100 or so. Orcs less, but still in the 80s.
Just curious how their, I guess, lifelines work
Most
in the civilization.
Most orcs don't live past 65, but that's because of they're battle
their
people.
decisions.
Yeah.
They die in glory, and that'd be the answer. It's like those of the Valley die either in glory or live to be gray and old into their first century.
First century. Got it.
I didn't
This
even
place
realize.
has survived a long time for such short lifelines. It's actually very impressive.
Yeah.
The jungle is very unforgiving to the unwise and the weak. Hence why the strong must protect the weak as much as possible.
Yeah, dwarves in this world do still live a long time. I didn't even notice we got a hype train. That's awesome. Thank you, everyone,
Hype
for
train.
participating.
Yeah, you got the level 2.
Yeah, and thanks for the resub, Deesky. 43 months!
Hell yeah.
Jeez. 3 subs in
Almost
1 night.
4 years.
Almost 4 years. Ah.
Yeah, I'm 86.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. That's funny. They're all out of Cedric. All out.
I still have another 120 years or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still, all my hair is still black and everything too. I'm not graying yet for a dwarf.
Yeah, I feel like the draconic heritage should give you a little bit of an edge, but orcs don't live that long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guesser, we'll look at you. Well, perhaps I'll see you soon.
We'll see what my chief asks of me. Who knows where I'll be assigned to next. Hopefully I won't have to go halfway across the world this time.
I have a feeling they'll be keeping you around. He says like he knows something, but he's not saying.
I just kind of nod at him because. Sure, I knew that too. Well, I'll carry on. Let him get back to his business.
He'll say something in orc. Go swiftly and wisely.
I say back to him, aim true and don't miss.
He'll chuckle, and then like they'll all sort of like they're still watching you, but like they all kind of go back in the trees. And you'll continue on. Craig seemed to be uncomfortable during that whole interaction, but sometimes the tribes are uncomfortable around each other.
Trust in the sash of the envoy, Craig. You walk in safety while you're around me.
Only when surrounded by those that honor it.
Huh.
He like looks over his shoulder. But yeah, you guys will continue through, and you'll get to the telltale part of the river that forks towards your home. Craig, at this point, will say goodbye. Thank you for getting me this far. My tribe is this way. Not far now.
Any message you want me to take to the Nagami while you have me?
I feel like the time of meeting is near. we shall speak face to face.
I give him like a good attaboy a pat on the shoulder, because as I recall, Craig actually got to help fell a Malnasto with us. Like we basically did the heavy lifting, but he got to do
he got the final hit. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's still carrying one of the Manticore spikes with him as his Malnasto trophy.
So I give him a kind of a shake of the shoulder, and it's obviously a shake that's less treating him like a kid, because that's what he was before, into like, no, you're an adult now, you're a warrior, so it's a different kind of.
Yeah. I actually forgot, you saved one of the other orcs with him, too, so they're going to go off together.
Yeah.
I
remember early on when we made landfall, some of them kind of peter off, and then Craig kind of went along with us for a bit.
Yeah. One of them is staying with you, though, or one of them went with both of you and will now go off with Craig. So they are together.
Good.
Yeah, you'll continue.
My home is roughly that way.
You'll head that way. There's lots of fallen trees. You'll eventually have to start climbing the valley wall. You'll get up pretty high, and from here you can see a clearing in the trees where they've fallen over. There's a great crack going through the middle of the valley.
Oh, what kind of Malnasto lurking deep below is being woken up?
You'll continue up the side of the valley. It's not hard, you know the way. The valley wall hasn't changed too much over here. Eventually you'll see the markers of the Nagami tribe. I believe your colors are what? Blue, yellow?
Blue, dark blue, light blue.
Okay.
It's like the water in the sky, basically.
Gotcha. Yeah, your tribe is at the one of the sources of the river. There's a great lake up there that stores water on the side of the mountain where you guys live. But yeah, you'll approach your area. It doesn't take very long. Some people will step out of the trees. They'll call to you with a whistle that you know well. They'll make like a bird sound, and you'll respond in kind. They'll come and they'll say, "Greetings, welcome home."
I return back from my mission, and in my company, I give safe passage to Cedric Gemfist, the appraiser Koath.
They'll look at the dwarf. Of course. Be at peace. And he'll gesture towards your home, essentially. You'll walk through the trees. They'll get a lot denser right before you emerge into a large clearing. Near the top of a mountain, there's a peak that you can see. You're sort of around the summit. There's a large body of water here. And then there's the tribe. The trees provide the walls for this place. They look like they're woven together, but still alive. And the houses are made out of wood, with some stone pieces, minor stonework going on here and there. But it's mostly wood, thatched roofs, all that good stuff. That's pretty nice. And you'll see all kinds of orcs and drock all over the place, walking around, doing tribe stuff. A few people will come up to Hazar and will greet you. Just, people that know you. Pretty much everyone in the tribe knows you, but people will greet you, give you a hug. Well, give you like their version of a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
lots of returns of hugs, lots of, hey, I know you. I'm glad you're okay, this, that, and the other. I'd love to stay longer, but I have to see the chief. Hey, do you know where the chief is at the moment? I can go see him. It's great to see you. Oh, he did his warrior thing. That's great. Like, lots of quick small talk, but I know I don't want to stay here very long because I know I'm trying to get to the guy.
Yeah. Do you have any...
I'll nudge.
This is family,
I'm going to nudge Temo during this, like in the thigh, because I'm a little dwarf guy. I'll nudge you. Their stonework here is pretty shoddy, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing to write home about.
There's a guy with a chisel that hears you, and he just starts crying. He's like,
Damn, that's why I was trying to say it just to you. I didn't want to upset everybody.
His ears are huge.
Damn. Yeah, I should have looked around first.
Stonecutter always wanted to be part of the Great Mountain Tribe. It's just he was born in here. We don't do a lot of it, unfortunately.
They only get a
Yes,
rock
we're near
every
rocks,
now and
that's not
again.
our
Yeah,
thing, though.
there's only 4 rocks in the whole village. He makes do. Do you have any family here? Are you
I probably
married
have
or
my,
anything?
my mother and father, my various aunts, all my cousins. Like it's this big sprawl that's spread out across the tribe. So it's one of those. Most people might know me not because they know me, but because they know my parents. Although now that I'm an envoy, a lot of people know who I am because of the status. So some people might say they're related to me, but they're like 5 steps removed. Like I'm related to you. I didn't know that sort of thing.
Yeah. You'll hear a volley of gunfire off on the side, but no one seems alarmed by it. You'll see that there's like a practice range off towards the mountainside. You see people there's a gunsmith like out in the open that you can see making barrels, that kind of thing. Very industrious little village you have here.
Everything's starting to make sense. I wondered how you relied on so much gunpowder and shot. Seems like your tribe is rich in those resources.
We've traded a lot for it since the hero Hernas, but thankfully being near enough to the mountain, it's not too hard to trade or even mine. It's funny, we never even bothered before because we didn't have Hernas's back when he was then. It was just steel and, spears and axes, and then suddenly we figured looking for saltpeter and such.
Yeah, your tribe does, in fact, have access to mines, so that's kind of been a big boon for your tribe. But yeah, someone will approach you. A tall drac with just solid blue scales, beautiful solid blue scales, with like a yellow mohawk of spikes going down the center of his head. Hazar, welcome back. You will know him as Yeke, Yeke. If you're back in town, I suppose you need to speak with the chief. I'm here to bring you there.
Good. I have much to tell him.
Oh, you've been gone a long time. We would hope so. He'll kind of chuckle at that, and he'll lead the way.
Oh, I thought I'd go to Greystone, play some chess, go on an ocean tour, report on the wines.
Hey, would it be
You're all speaking Orcish and Drakish, right? Or some combination of the two around here?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I need to know yet. My character's I was curious for character perspective.
I imagine, at least with Nagami, there's a lot of swapping back and forth because there's a lot of orcs and Dracs, so it's a lot of flittering between the two.
That's what I was thinking too.
Accent.
Yes.
I was thinking of like Cajun,
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody in the valley kind of speaks a little bit of both. Orc is the common of the valley. Drac, a lot of people speak. And some people speak
There's like
common.
maybe 1 or 2 tribes that are like pure Drac, but they know orc because there's a lot of orcs here.
Yeah. Some tribes are mixed, some tribes are solid, one or the other. But yeah, he'll take you to the large chief house. It's kind of like a longhouse, where him and his whole family live. Also, it's part audience hall, kind of town square situation. There are guards out front, wielding muskets. One of them has a nasty bayonet on the front. But
I will hold out my sword, the sword I've been walking around with, that makeshift one, out to one of the guards to take from me.
he'll take it.
And then I produce my musket from my hands and then hand him the musket.
They'll take it too. And they'll look at the other two.
If you wish to enter, I would ask you come in unarmed. Otherwise, wait outside. Unless you wish to challenge the chief for his seat, but I would not advise that. If you think I'm a good shot, he is a much scarier shot than I am.
I don't think you're a good shot. I'm a good shot.
It's probably more around your level, honestly.
I hand
I
over the
think that would be
crossbow.
against my contracts.
Same.
I pass over my actually I only have to really pass over my main two-handed axe. Actually I haven't used in a while, and my one throwing axe remains.
Wow, this axe is immaculate. It's like you never used it.
My
Look,
shield,
I
I'll
count,
just make sure it's slung back.
I count my crossbow bolts, so I hand them to those guys. I know exactly how many there are, and if there aren't 33 when I come out of here, we're gonna have words. I hand them the bolt and the crossbow.
Did you hand him
Oh.
32?
That'd be hilarious. I also give him. I forgot I had a magic sword that goes straight through metal, and I also have a ritual dagger. I just keep pulling out weapons that you guys didn't even know I had because I don't even know I have them.
You guys completely disarm, and oh, what's up, Synth Weasel?
Yo, the
snap.
weasel.
Just in time for the Toyzilla raid too. What's up, Toyzilla Network? Welcome to Fantasy Age. Welcome back, perhaps. But yeah, so you guys will enter the longhouse. It smells like smoke in here. Some meat, a little bit of those are the two main smells, honestly. And then I guess people. It smells like people in here. Unwashed masses. A lot of people live in this house. You'll walk down. It's it's a tall roof, long building. On the side, you'll see cubbies where different families live, and you can see sitting on the far side on a raised sort of dais is a throne made out of wooden horns. A mixture of both. Very ornate, very pretty looking. Sort of designed to look like a dragon, a draconic head. And sitting there is a rather old, gray-haired orc. He's speaking with some other people, but you guys are in line. He'll talk to this person, that person. Only Hazar really understands what they're saying. Then eventually it'll be your turn. Hazar Steelflame has returned. Just as I foresaw. Come closer. It has been a long time.
I walk closer, and this is probably the only time the two of you would have seen me do this, other than actually Temo would have seen me putting on the sash, but I almost always wear my sash around the chief. As I walk up to him, I actually take it off and kind of drape it over my arm, in the expectation that if he wanted to take it from me, he can. As a gesture of respect, sort of thing. And I walk up to him. For all that respect and formality, I'm still kind of standing there casually, like a fisherman who's upped to be an envoy within the last couple years. So he's not used to dealing with the chief directly like this. Kind of shimmies in place, looking a little uncomfortable because he knows how scary, powerful the chief is. I come back with news of success on my journey.
Yes, the corruption seeping into the wombs of the world. What has come of it?
The disease that once poisoned the land was a ploy by a particular demon who had designs to infect the world. With the aid of Temo Pab, the guardian you assigned to me, as well as the dwarven sharpshooter, Cedric Gempest, appraiser of Koath, we were able to, along with others who have aided us on our journey, but we were able to, slay the demons, a strong way to put it. I imagine all we did was simply slam it back violently and gloriously to where it came, which drove back the disease. Unfortunately, that also led to, I believe, the great change we see in the world now. That battle had a great effect upon the world, and now we have two people bearing stones of great power, who had no ill will. Neither of them intended to do such, but I think them finding these stones was destined in some manner.
What stones?
And I'll say in common. Could you please show your stones to the chief, the ones you found?
I'll roll him.
He gestures for you to come closer.
You first.
I do go first. I step forward and I reach my arm out and open my left hand with the palm raised up.
He doesn't look at the gem. He looks into your eyes. And he grabs your wrist and, like, is still looking at your eyes and, like, pulls your hand closer. Kind of roughly. But he's, like, just looking into, like, straight in your eyes the whole time. It's kind of weird. And then he'll touch the gem and he'll look at it. Interesting. He'll grunt. Ugh. And he'll look towards the appraiser.
I also grunt as I walk up. And I'll give him my hand, like the back of my hand to his face. not that quick.
He also
a little bit slower.
And we're fighting now.
He also grabs your wrist and, like, pulls your hand down and looks in your eyes as well.
Ooh, I want to make an intimidation check while he's looking in my eyes.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Can I use... Damn, it's probably going to be strength. Yeah, because I don't have my weapon or anything. All right. Son of a bitch, I'm using a boon, and I'm re-rolling. Here we go.
With that 9.
Yeah. No.
9's not great.
Yeah. No, 9's not great. We're gonna use a boon and gonna catch a re-roll there. Okay, we'll keep 15 with 4 stunties. We'll do that.
Alrighty.
I'm not really trying to, like, scare him or anything. I just want him to know that I'm fucking cool.
You're a tough boy. And
Okay, you can use
which is the correct move to do, in my opinion.
You can use a social stunt.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can probably maybe even make him
go
like
ahead, man.
you a little more.
Hold him up.
But he's gonna look at your eyes, and he's gonna watch, like, your reaction. You glare at him. He kind of glares at you, and then he looks at the gem. Very, very interesting choices of companions you have here. He says in Orc.
I say it first in common and then in Orc. The strong travel with the strong. Kind of paying them, the two of them, a high compliment that I consider them as strong as any of the great warriors in the.
For my stunt points, I'm gonna spend 4 to sway him to like me more.
Okay. He will like you more. He'll respect your stern visage and your show of strength, because they do respect that here.
My chief.
Yeah.
I also consulted with the one of the elves in Yashane about the the Great Change, to see if they felt that this was similar to great disasters of yesteryear, but was told by him that we were in a period of great change, of which we must prepare, lest we be overwhelmed by the change itself. But it is not the end. It is not the rending of the world in all its entirety. It is merely a awakening of sorts.
Only the kneelers wait for the end.
Nod.
We accept the change, and we move on. But yeah, your companions are certainly strong. Both of them are definitely killers. One of them, he'll look at Temo. There is a war going on inside that one. And this one, he'll look at Cedric.
I'm at peace.
may may have already lost. But it seems that they were chosen all the same. Chosen by fate. And perhaps it is fortuitous that you would come on this day in particular. For tomorrow we meet with the other tribes to discuss the new territories. Something there's a place in the valley floor. I'm sure you saw it on your way up. All the tribes have agreed to not enter until we can agree on how to enter. We are going to discuss it tomorrow and then decide how the exploring of the new ruins that have appeared shall go.
You're probably translating some of this, right? Or it's some.
Yeah, I
will.
mean, your guys say.
Basically, I just want to interject and say none of the tribes are allowed to go. Do you want me to go check it out? I see like low, and I know that he's not asking this, but is he low key asking me to go stake land or to take out any other tribe leaders before these meetings happen? Those are Cedric's questions.
Did he
Jahan,
translate those?
I see on your face, Jahan, that that's not a thing.
Yeah.
And I know that too, but Cedric has to ask.
Yeah, Cedric would
low
ask.
key
That's
trying to-
fair.
I
Trying to
translate
get it-
faithfully because you're addressing the chief. I'm not going to cheat you of talking to the guy.
Yeah.
And then I do add in the Orcish though of he is a skilled killer in marksman. I'm beginning to think his appraisal skills are more of the appraisal of how quickly to put arrow to head, which he's quite good at.
Well, I'm sure
Sometimes
that.
a little too eager, but you know.
Well, I'm sure in your travels you've had a chance to educate him that we are not that kind of tribe. We do not engage in such trickery. Death will come face to face.
Tell him I get it, but I'm not part of the tribe, and give him a wink for me.
He saw the wink.
Appreciate that.
Like, though, and just gonna shake my head, just shrug at the chief, like, yeah, that's who I travel with.
While these workarounds may work in your world, they are still morally wrong. I don't know. He'll try to explain that, but he doesn't go into detail. He's not trying to sway you. He just explains why his answer's no.
It's
Yeah, I
not
get
the
that.
way of the Nagami. There are some tribes who do such things.
Yes.
Sometimes the best kill is a kill in the shadows, but that's never been. Taking up the musket kind of made our tribe
Then let
very
me
hard
serve.
to be sneaky at.
Let me serve as a defensive assassin here, and keep my eyes peeled for tribes that would try such a thing. I'm only trying to figure out where I fit into this.
Well, yeah. If such a thing does happen, yeah, feel free to stop it. But tonight you will be our guests here. We shall eat, we shall feast, and we shall make ready for the morrow.
My chief, I ask of you two things. One, if you would have me. One, do you wish me to continue as your envoy?
Of course.
I put the sash back on once he says that. And I suppose three things. Second, I have been augmenting Temopab's pay during some of the journey, as well as Cedric and some of his aides in my journeys. I know the tribe doesn't have any contract with Cedric, but I do know. I would presume our contract with Temopab's group is active. I would advise a reward to the both of them for their work for the tribe and the world, and perhaps extending the contract of Temopab.
I would hate to put your chief in a morally ambiguous situation. I don't need a contract at all. Not through the tribe, anyways. But maybe you can tip me out of your own coffer, Hazar.
Oh, I'm not suggesting a contract with you, since you don't have a guild that I'm aware of that we would pay. But I'm sure if the chief so wished, he could reward you personally for your heroic deeds.
It's possible. Give me a communication check. Let's get some more
Hey,
rolls
Chief.
out here.
We're broke. We're broke, Chief. We're so broke, baby. We're so broke.
15's not bad. He will turn to a smaller female drock near him. Her scales are sort of a yellowish gold color. And he will nod to her. And that's a yes.
I nod. And then say, the last thing I would request, if you wish me to continue in my fight, I would ask you for powder and shot. I have managed to reduce myself to but 2 shots in the last leg of my journey here.
Of course. He'll nod to the woman again, and she'll lead you away now.
I kind of close a fist and hold it over my heart and kind of nod and bow my head at him. Recognize,
He'll do a little bit of a bow.
And then I'll walk off. Come on, we're getting your rewards, and I'm getting ammunition finally. Some good ammunition. I'm getting sick of this foreign ammunition. Properly polished, properly weighed.
The female Drac, she's very lovely. She's unarmored and unarmed, wearing simple robes in your tribe's colors that are adorned with various trinkets and totems. You probably know her. Her name's Goa, and she is the chief's advisor. Right this way, and we shall pay you. She'll turn to the other two and in common say, your rewards are this way.
I'm not sure how much I am to thank you, Goa, for recommending a fisherman to be an envoy, but it has been a glorious journey nonetheless. Even if I am denied the sea more than I would like.
You've done
Don't
well
ask
so
for
far.
More missions.
More sandwiches?
Don't ask for more sea missions.
The mission goes where a mission goes. Besides, with this big meat, I imagine I'm going to see more rivers than I would like to. I mean, rivers are great and all, but I prefer salt water. You float easier in that.
Look, let's just agree on rivers, okay? I'd rather there be no water at all. You want an ocean, we'll meet in the middle.
Yeah.
The sky is bad enough, let alone living on water.
You'll be brought to another chamber, where there are guards guarding the door, and then you'll be allowed inside. There's some furs to like sit on as furniture. There's like it's sort of like a waiting area, and then there's another door that has metal bars on it. Wait here. I will get your reward. She'll disappear behind the door.
I get nice and comfy on one of the carpets with that familiarity of, oh god, I miss sitting on these sort of look.
This wasn't your tribe, I'd slip in there and grab another handful.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I appreciate you not doing that.
It's called respect, Hazar, and believe it or not, I have it in abundance for you.
Believe it or not, it's not talked about much, but Hazar was much of a thief himself, scavenged off the land. So, as bold as I am, a lot of people here are more your kind, a lot more sneaky, a lot more sharp a shot, but understanding respect at the end of it. If you earn it, you earn it. If you don't, well, you'll be a few coins poorer.
One thing any warrior worth their salt understands: respect.
Absolutely.
She'll open the door again. You'll hear some weird noise come from inside, like a high pitch, like. "Ah!"
Can I look? I want to look. I want to try to look.
Yeah, give me a peeper's check.
I'm a peepers guy, bro. I'm trained in peeping.
Yeah, peep
I don't
man.
have peeper focus. It's not even in the main book. What is this homebrew
16
nonsense?
peepers.
16's not bad. You
Yeah,
see something
I
inside.
asked the game master. He did say I could peep for a peeping.
There's something chained in there. You hear it. The chains move when it makes its noise. You see it has some sort of reptilian skin, and it's large. It's probably about the size of a person or bigger.
The hell is that? Is that a dragon in there? You have a drake?
She'll close the door. Secrets. We have a protector.
I'm not feeding him again. I'm not doing that. I'm an envoy now. You can't trick me into feeding him again.
Yeah, we wouldn't let you make that same mistake twice, Hazar.
I like your alarm system. Dwarves we stick to undead and monsters that lurk in darkness, but that's a nice alarm.
It serves
I
us
could
well.
take it.
I do not doubt it. She will. She'll bring out like it's a little table, and she'll set it down in front of you guys, and it has stacked on it some gold bars. They're really thin gold bars, and they're in distinct piles, kind of laid out in front of each of you. The total amount that they would be worth, there's like 10 per person, and it's worth about 100 gold.
Nice.
Just it's in bar form because that's how they have it here.
So 30 gold worth of gold bars? 33 for each of us, basically?
No.
33
Each of you
gold.
gets 100.
Oh, each of us gets 100.
Yeah.
Okay, not splitting 100.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, each
So
bar is
100 gold worth of gold bars.
yeah, each bar is worth 10 gold.
I've got
This
no
is
complaints about this payout. Hmm.
I probably could have got away with asking more, but my journey took longer than I was expecting it to. So
Yes, of course. A long journey. Go rest. Go see your family. I will have the shot and powder brought to your hut.
oh, do you have somewhere like is there like a mining resting area where my dwarven friend can rest? He's not a fan of the open sky, you see.
Yeah, I heard you had caves around here.
There are caves. Not many great places
Yep.
to rest in them, but you're welcome to take a look.
You have a workers' barracks in there.
Deeper down, yes.
That'll work.
I mean, they're not supposed to sleep down there, but I suppose you might be comfortable.
Good. Yeah, I'll be more comfortable if they're not down there.
She'll nod.
Dwarves. I just gesture.
If that'll be all,
Of course, advisor. Thank you, Goa.
she'll bow. She'll leave.
Well, relax, enjoy yourselves. I'm gonna say hi to my folks. Get some honest to goodness rest without having to worry about something trying to kill us for once. Well,
And
other
may
than the
Shadow
jungle,
and
but
Stone. May Shadow and Stone protect you.
oh, I hope not.
Well, it won't be me because I'm going to enjoy a night off.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
Yes,
Oh,
we
don't
meet
Find a
up
forget-
here
place to spend
tomorrow.
some. What's that?
Yes, we meet here in the morning when the sun rises. Hazar, dare I say I like your people. It's not what I expected.
The Nagami are very used to outsiders. Our heroes have traveled further afield than some, so we're not as cautious as the southern tribes are. Though, if you came in here, firing away, you would have heard shot back. You know, warriors are warriors. Don't forget your weapons when you leave. You only have to be unarmed when you come in here to meet with the chief, because that's you trusting that he's going to keep you safe, and you're not challenging his authority. Everywhere else, it's fine.
33 bolts. You better have every single one of them. I just to walk back over to the guy.
Cousin, if you took any bolt, I'm going to make fun of you for the rest of your life. Are you going to be the hero of crossbows now?
What's wrong with
Bill
that?
shrug. I didn't take anything.
There are no heroes of the crossbow. It is not a heroic weapon in our legends.
Well, excuse me? That thing's heroic, but this isn't? You've got to be kidding me.
A hero has to slay a Malnasto with a crossbow.
What about that demon we took down, huh? We just helped this guy kill a manticore.
That was with the spear, which is a heroic weapon, and an orc or drac did not, or a member of the tribe, if you were one, did not go on a heroic journey with their crossbow in hand. Usually you make it yourself.
I've been on a heroic journey with a member of the tribe. On a technicality.
On a technicality.
I mean, if you can convince a chief to agree with you.
There are rules to the slaying of Malnasto. But who
Should've
knows?
brought that giant.
Malnasto hunt. Those things are scary.
You might get your chance.
That giant.
Oh no.
The giant that had the orc gun. We should have brought his head with us.
Oh, I wish we could have gotten him to join the tribe. That would have been fun. Oh well.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
You all go and do what you're gonna do. You just go say hi to your folks. Hazar, your family, welcomes you in. You're in good standing. There's pride.
Much higher class. I'm a much higher class than we usually are because we're mostly a fisherman crafting family. We're not a warrior family usually.
Yeah, no, they're proud of you. They do complain that you're not married or not, bound or whatever they're gonna say.
I tell them of a couple of prospects I saw on my journeys, but it's a lot of we have to figure out what we're doing with the tribe and all that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of agreeing with them. It's like, yeah, no, if only I was on a journey to find a mate.
Maybe one day. Temma, what are you doing?
I go shopping for some new boots to replace my old worn ones,
Yeah, really.
belts, and other things. I freshen up on blade and armor upkeep stuff like oils and whetstones and fresh, towels to use for those. Better sleeping gear. I probably honestly spend, depending on what their economy is like out here, up to a few gold between some survival stuff and gear and new clothing and stuff.
Yeah, probably about 4 gold would do you.
Cool. If there's anything specific that I wanted to grab, I'll let you know. I haven't seen anything yet. I've just been kind of going through the equipment stuff. But
yeah, they don't have everything here, but they do have they have a lot of especially trade trade goods, smithing tools, that kind of thing. They have a lot of that. Weaving kits, and just if you're trying to make anything or do anything, they have leather, they have hides, they have that kind of stuff. But they don't really have, you're not going to find a bunch of antique clocks or anything here. But their market area is nice. They have a lot of food, that kind of thing there. Yeah.
I do get some good food, and then I get directions to wherever they gather for drinks and probably spend the night there.
Oh yeah. Okay. They'll send you back to the chief's hut because that's the drinking hall. And it's probably about time for them to start drinking. You'll see they're roasting lots of meat on spits outside, and it's starting to finally be ready. And people are starting to filter into that hut. Everybody's going in there getting drunk already. Cedric, what are you doing?
I'm also first thing I want to do is go commune with Shadow and Stone, but then I realized that if I'm going to go down there, I'm probably not going to come back up tonight. So I'm also going to pop through the market real quick, buy a couple of crossbow bolts, and then I always spend money on food and things like that. So I'm gonna buy some honey, buy some food, buy some mead, and then I'm just gonna go down there and have a one-man party in the mines by myself, and then commune with Shadow and Snow. And I'm gonna pray to my cult.
Yeah, if you're buying good food and drink, 4 gold will do you as well.
Cool.
Yeah, you'll go commune with Shadow and Stone. When you go down there, I mean, your shadow is there. It's still attached to you. You commune, and you'll feel eyes watching you. You'll hear the whispers, and they'll just be telling you that death is your way, and don't forget it.
Yeah, as I'm walking in, it's pretty much the exact opposite of what you would expect to see. I walk into the mines and I blow out the first lantern, and then you sort of see my silhouette as I blow out the next one, and as I get further and further, as every lantern gets blown out, and I'm just sitting in pitch darkness listening to the songs of silence and the veils of whispers.
Excellent. And then Hazar, do you join the revelry? Do you shop?
Probably us and the whole family. Like, hey, we actually get to all go up to the drinking hall together. That'll be fun, because I haven't been here to do it for a while, and now we're important enough where we get the nice seats instead of because our family aren't warrior families, so we're the weak in that the strong protect the weak equation. It's like, well, now I'm part of the strong because I'm an envoy, so we get to be closer to where the beer is and the nice food is. I do make sure, as I'm like, I'll kind of tell my parents, like, one second. I'll kind of go find Gao again, and entrust into her care some items I didn't turn in right away. The banner of the Alliance I took, the various Alliance papers, the Yashane Empire banner, the scrolls from the Cursed Temple. Like, these are various things I grabbed that are to fill in what we know, so she can use that information to advise the chief more, because she can get more value out of that.
Excellent.
Stuff than I will.
No, she'll thank you. She'll, those are very good gifts for her. She'll thank you, and I was right to entrust you with this duty. Please enjoy the revelry. I may join my people tonight as well. But yeah, it'll be a loud, long, big party. Lots of music, mostly drums and the like, but also some, woodwind instruments. There'll be chanting, there'll be prayers, there'll be fighting, there'll be a lot of drinking. There'll be contests and the like. And then cut to black. Lights will come back on. Sun up. Everybody's hungover, getting ready for the big meeting. You can hear the approaching drums of the other tribes making themselves known as they come to meet with the Nagami tribe. And that's where we're going to go ahead and take our break. Hey everybody, thanks for watching, thanks for all the subs, and thanks for all the love, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Fresh Out the Black Space Fantasy Age from Green Runner Publishing. I'm still the Game Master Johanan.
It's me, Casualty CDG, co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast. That's where we talk about movies, video games, streaming shows. I don't know if I told you guys, Fresh Out the Podcast came back. It's off of its hiatus, sort of. It's back-ish, so check it out. Check out Fresh Out the Podcast, available where all podcasts are available. But today, I'll be reprising my role as Cedric, the Appraiser of Koath, a crossbow assassin.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, a variety video game and tabletop role-playing game Twitch streamer, and I'm reprising my role once more as Hazar Steelflame, the Drakish Orcish envoy of the Nagami tribe.
And it's me, Aaron Bamier, back tonight as Temopab, the warrior. The big old hefty goat person warrior.
Thanks.
20-something episodes in, and I'm just now realizing you're a goat person?
Oh, snap.
You mentioned it?
Forgot.
I don't see species.
There you go, Jahan. We're all heroes in my eyes.
Hey, we lost a follower. No, man.
I almost spit sweet tea all over my keyboard.
God, that would have been really
I love
funny.
I love when we lose followers. It makes me wonder if it's something I said, and then I have to try to figure out what it is to see if it works again.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yes, you guys are in the village of the Nagami tribe in the Valley of the Star. The morning is interrupted by the sound of drums of encroaching tribes. All according to plan. Nothing to be worried about necessarily. But yeah, the processions of tribes will begin to come up the valley wall to the Nagami tribe's village. The gates will be opened, and in will come. The first will be a procession of the Malfen, the tribe of the other valley wall, from the other side of the valley. They wear blacks, reds, and oranges. They tend to adorn themselves with bones, animal bones, or the bones of other tribes that they've bested in battle. Then the tribe of the Kruskorik, the tribe of the jungle, wearing their greens and browns. Typically, they adorn themselves with foliage, bark, that kind of thing. The Fornlow tribe, the tribe of the river, they tend to wear linens and the like, more robe-like attire in their grays and teals. And then, yeah, There are several other tribes that come in as well. but
Adorned
those are
with
the-
shells, also that tribe.
They have stuff from the riverbed. Yeah. Perhaps,
Okay, not
perhaps shells.
ocean, not like conch and
Not
stuff. but
ocean,
maybe
more-
some,
they-
some
they
small
are-
river stuff.
There are more rivery. Yeah. Maybe fish scales would be more apt. I think that's cool. Yeah, they'll adorn themselves with some fish scale sort of clothing. Yeah. So those are the big three, other than the Nagami tribe, and then a few other smaller tribes will trickle in with the smaller representation. All of them will enter into the village, and they'll sort of be. You guys will all sort of set up in the town square, essentially, in front of the meeting house.
Are there any envoys of Koath, Istram, Greystone, or Erevan? Because we are close to them, so they might have sent one to see what we're doing, but they might not have. So
These
kinda
are
look around for them.
only tribes. Only tribes of the valley are here. But yeah, Chief Batu of your tribe, the Nagami tribe, will speak. Welcome, friends, family, brethren. We come together to use our words to come to peaceful terms and to strengthen the bonds between us. There's much change in the world, but what will never change is the way we conduct ourselves with honor in the valley. And there's people will cheer. Some people are less enthusiastic about the whole thing. But yeah, there will be some talks. The tribal leaders will gather in the hall. You will be asked to join them, Hazar, but you can bring your friends.
This is probably more the chief's discretion. Does he have the others disarm entering his hall, or is everyone armed because we're all meeting together?
There's no disarming.
Okay, I stay armed.
There's no disarming this time, but you guys will all enter the hall. You'll hear people outside chattering, meeting, greeting, that kind of thing. There's some tension for sure. Some of the other tribes are being aggressive, but it's all par for the course. You'll enter the meeting hall. It will be the three of you, Chief Batu, Goa, his advisor. They also have Yiki, the Drak that you met earlier, the big blue Drak. Then there will be the leaders of the other three major tribes, and then 5 other lesser chiefs. Each chief will have about 3 to 5 people with them. So there are a lot of people in here. And they're going to start talking about what to do. You will see a couple familiar faces. Gesser from the River Tribe will be here. And so will Craig with the Chris Coric. And they'll nod to you. But it's mostly the chiefs talking this. There's a lot of pomp and circumstance. They do their typical greetings, say things about their bloodlines. There's titles exchanged. That goes on for a good half an hour. And I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to do that.
Boo! You're scared. You're scared to do 30 minutes of titles with no break.
Yeah, no thanks. That doesn't sound like fun at all to me. That is not the part of roleplay that I enjoy. But yeah, during this time, you will sort of see the other underlings, meeting and looking at each other. Some of them will whisper and kind of talk in hushed voices. I'll say Gesser comes up to you guys. I had a feeling we would see each other again.
Good guess.
That joke is not. It doesn't work in orc.
I
Thought you were
chuckle
gonna say it
because in
doesn't.
common it's funny to my character, but it's like, and then there's a blank stare, and that just makes me chuckle more.
No.
I thought you were going to say it doesn't work because he's heard it his entire life, and he's just now he doesn't like you.
No, he's
Just
never.
immediately
He's never heard that joke before ever. It's the
goes
first
right
time.
over his head.
Yeah, he's like, what? But yeah, so he'll talk to you. I suppose we'll find out what's going to happen next. I'm pretty excited.
Looks like we might be gathering a horde of some kind.
Hopefully this doesn't devolve into warfare. I'm sure the Malfen would love that.
Oh, the valley going against some grand Malnasto, or marching against some new threat to the valley? There's some glory in that.
All the borders of the world are changing. It would be ignorant to think there won't be war after this. It's just a matter of who declares war on who first.
All the more
Valley will
reason.
sort out its strength.
All the more reason
we
for the
look
valley to not turn on itself.
The
I
strong
still
will make
wonder
themselves
if the
known.
I still wonder if the dwarven strongholds were crushed and everyone in between no longer exists. Could really change the political landscape over there. I might even be able to go back home. If home is even still there. I was banished from a mountain that may no longer exist.
You may be coming back to a whole new world.
I guess it will be like looking off, like thinking about this. Like that's pretty crazy.
That's just my story, so imagine how many people across this war-torn land were banished from places that no longer exist. The effect of this is going to last centuries.
Yes, that we can agree. The chiefs will sort of there'll be a clearing of throats. Now for business. The reason why we have all come here. We did not want to war over plundering rights to this newfound ruin that has appeared in the middle of the valley. The land split open and revealed something ancient. Old ruins of our ancestors past. But not a single one tribe has claim on this. The leader of the Malfen will speak up. Of course, we have the right. We are the oldest tribe in the valley. And then there'll be a lot of, dithering about this point. People will argue. Batu will put his hand up. Okay. Clearly, we're not going to come to a consensus that way. We need to figure out who has what rights. So that this does not result in bloodshed.
May our
I know
wisdom
these
be
aren't
heard.
my lands, but I have an idea.
He'll look at you.
What if the ruins are shared, and each month, or each week even, a different tribe takes to the ruins? That way, the oldest tribe does get first dibs, but not only dibs.
You said this. You said the magic word. You said the oldest tribe, and then they'll immediately devolve into arguing over who's the oldest tribe, because there is not a consensus on that. Batu will put his hand up. Okay, sharing in such a manner may be possible, but we are not going to suddenly agree on what tribe is the oldest and thus has the right to go first.
You can draw stones.
Who's gonna... Guesser will speak up. What of a contest? A competition to see who gets first dibs. There'll be a muttering.
Oh, like a Malnasto hunt, except a ruin hunt, I suppose. First to get it gets it. Never heard of it done for a ruin before. But...
A ruin hunt. Interesting. Batu will say. There'll be murmurs. This idea is gaining traction. what would be the rules? The leader of the Chris Corrick will say.
Crossbow shooting competition. And everybody laughs at me.
Everybody laughs at you. Yeah.
There's probably a lot of empty looks of like, crossbows?
It pisses me off.
Now you know her NAS belt. Anyway, well, it's probably like any other hunt, I would think. I mean, the Malnasto is the great threat. It is the most danger and the most strongest among us. A ruin with all its mysteries is the greatest threat. So we don't attack each other unless someone wishes to test their strength and better the tribe. But really, the ruin must be discovered. I look to my chief to kind of see if he wants me to stop talking about what I've learned, because I'm only.
Are you proposing a last tribe standing inside the thing?
No, sometimes we need to. A good crossbowman, a good spearman needs to test themselves against another, and some people don't want to wait to do that. Little friendly fights, but not full-on murdering each other fights.
The Malfen chief will say, "Yes, last tribe standing within the ruins claims it." There'll be some chorus. People will be arguing. The Malfen tribe leader will start like barking at one of the other chiefs and like getting in his face. Like it almost gets bad. But Batu restores order once again. A competition. I like it. I like the idea. Of course, we will discuss it, but each tribe puts up their best and see who can bring back the greatest prize. The winner gets first rights. He'll look around for dissent. And there
strong
isn't.
Lead the strong.
There is no dissent. People seem to agree. It is decided then. A competition into the ruins. We will choose our people. The contest will begin on the morrow. He'll stomp his foot, and everyone else will like stomp, and then they'll all leave.
You think the Nagame are gonna pick me, or do I have a better chance talking to the Malfin guys? I'll say to Hazar.
If I'm being sent along on this journey, I would much rather you stayed with me, if you don't mind.
No problem. I accept your invitation.
That's assuming I get picked. If I don't get picked, I would like to convince you to go with Nagame Tribe.
Goa approaches you. Hazar, you've been chosen by the chief.
Oh, of course I am.
I didn't see that coming.
As the most well-traveled explorer and the delver of ruins in his own right, you have been picked. Choose your party.
Oh, he barely wades in the kiddie pool of ruins. He's not a delver at all. You want a proper ruin delver, someone who lived their lives in ruins and caves. If we're going into a dark, forgotten place, there's no better pick than a dwarf.
Well, I don't know about that.
She'll look at you.
You lived on a boat.
She'll look at you. Well, I sure hope he picks you. And she'll leave.
I've been in the same ruins you have. What are you talking about?
I was raised in ruins.
Weren't you kicked out of them?
Oh, murder him.
Are you picking me or not?
Oh, yeah, I am. I'm just making sure you don't discount my ruin expertise. And my luck, apparently, because I keep being chosen on these damn things.
You lived on a boat, you ruin expertise.
It'll all be explained to you. Every tribe is picking 3 and sending them into the ruins. The rules are you're not supposed to kill each other. That rule, that's a guideline. You know what I mean? Like, even when she says it, she doesn't think that people are going to abide by that.
Yeah, somebody's going to break that rule at some point.
And if you do, no one's going to really care. Like, not even
you
your
won't.
tribe. Like, it's to be expected people are going to die.
If you're strong, you won't die.
But yes, the rule is whoever returns with the greatest prize. And that's kind of open for interpretation. So we'll see what you guys get down there.
The Chiefs probably would figure that out, I'd guess. It's like, that's the most cool one. Yeah, we like that one most.
Yeah. And yes. So you choosing your two companions.
Temo, you want to continue your contract in another ruin once more?
This sounds like fun.
It'd be funny if you said no.
I'm good.
No, I'm actually going to go home.
No quest before.
Aaron, roll a new character.
I'll be here, but I'm going to sit this one out.
Yeah, just this one.
Just this one.
My knees are killing me, guys.
You know how many ruins we've delved into? I don't live in them, but like the ups and the downs, it's bad on the knees.
You know, they don't even do ramps. They built those before they had the safety and the accessible laws, so it's all stairs, bro. It's all stairs.
Bouldering. Do I get delivered shot at any point during?
Yeah. Hey, you probably got enough powder and shot for like 30 shots.
Nice.
They give you a little bundle. It's presented on a little tray, like in front of your hut, like an offering. The three of you will be sequestered into one of the hunt huts. It's where you go the night before a Mount Esto hunt. And people will be outside your hut throwing various dusts and oils and that kind of thing. They'll be chanting the whole time. People will be blessing you, essentially.
I spend that time like looking, like cleaning. Probably the most thorough you've probably ever seen me clean my musket in a almost ritualistic sense. Although I am somewhat unfamiliar, as this is a envoy character, so he's never gone on a mountain now stuff before, except for that one we did by accident. There's a lot of being very super careful. Like, okay, I do this, then I do that, then I clean this part. You know.
But yeah, now's the time for the three of you. If you need stuff, or if you have any preparations to make it known.
I went ahead and maxed out my bolts again. I took them from 33 up to 45, which I think is a reasonable number to carry.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable.
And it's like people don't hunt with them. It's just it's just not a hero weapon.
I just want to state out loud, I got a grappling hook at somewhere in one of those shops. A grapnel hook, as it's described in the book. But anyway, and while we're getting blessed, I am praying to Kierg under my breath.
I also spent a little bit of money. I know you said they don't have like modern technology and antiques and stuff like that, but they do cartography. So I just spent whatever silver to punch my cartography kit from a -1 to just a flat. It's good enough now to be one.
You swap some stuff out. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I swapped some stuff out.
Not a problem. Nazglub will, when you're praying, he's going to pretend that you're doing it to him, and he'll, like, sort of stand there like, haha. What are you saying?
I'm just like mid-prayer, just like shaking my head at him.
Oh yeah, I would also be, I don't know if praying, communing with Shadow and Stone.
How much would it be to get a potion of healing off of one of the shamans?
They do have them.
Like, I have a way to heal, but it's nice to have a ready-made heal.
Yeah.
Someone drop.
Especially if magic stops working or some crazy shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Hint. No, I'm just kidding.
Everything's an anti-magic field.
Everything? What a dick move. It's fine sometimes, but everything?
Okay, you go to this town. It also has an anti-magic field.
Everything's a mimic. I love that one.
That's funny. That's funny.
I love the everything.
I just feel like it loses its effect after a while, you know?
It doesn't. It does not. It doesn't. It doesn't, bro.
Because you're like, there's no way this is a mimic, and then it's definitely a mimic. That's pretty awesome.
And the one time you don't, well, that's where there was a 5,000 gold. You could have taken it.
Healing potion, yes. So it's a common magic item. Common magic items cost an amount of money. Why doesn't it say? You're stupid. Be stupid, book. I'm probably just looking in the wrong spot. I'm gonna call it.
They don't give prices for magic items in the in Age.
They give guidelines though. I just can't find them. I'll call it about. I feel like for a healing potion, probably solid 10 gold.
That's worth. It's 100% worth to have a single potion ready to go. Because I have a mana one, but
yeah.
I don't think we need a bunch because we don't soak that much damage. That's more of a oh god. You know.
That's not how you guys operate, really.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you're praying to Shadow and Stone. You'll hear more of the same voices. You'll see the face of the one that came out on the boat, like peering out of the shadow at you. Delve deep and hunt the secrets. We will have to speak again soon. And he'll disappear. The night will pass. You guys will find your sleep. You'll wake up. People will still be chanting. When you walk out of your hut, it smells like scented oils and incense and that kind of thing. They'll feed you sort of a meager breakfast. It's kind of their way. They want you to be hungry for victory kind of thing, and they'll send you on your way.
One thing I will get before we go is I will actually purchase a blunderbuss.
Oh, is that different than a?
It's basic shotgun, basically.
Ooh, what, does it do something cool?
Blunderbusses.
They definitely have them. They make guns here, so
6 yards long, 2 yards wide, and when you fire, you check against everyone who's in that area. It's a lot easier to make a blunderbuss than it is a musket because you're just putting a horn and then you're just basically making a horn and doing it that way.
Filling it full of BBs. Yeah.
Yeah.
It shoots buckshot. Okay, gotcha. Where do you keep that one?
I'm gonna have the sword. I'm gonna leave here. I'm gonna have my musket out normally, and when I swap, I'll swap between them, basically.
Was there anything special about the sword?
That's the sword from the from when we fought the demon, like that half broken thing with the big weight on it and everything.
Oh, the one that's fused together.
Yeah.
With the.
I'm just carrying that around as a trophy.
It does have a piece of meteorite on it, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I'll probably try to get it forged or do some work with it, but it was like I wasn't thinking about it. I've just been carrying it this whole time, like yeah. I'll get use out of it eventually.
Alrighty. So your team will assemble. People will murmur about the fact that there are outsiders in your group for sure. But
I actually shoot some glares at people, like if people are talking crap about these
two. Hell
no,
yeah!
Don't you be talking about these two. I know they're strong.
I'll kill you. I will kill you.
They know you'll kill them. That's why they don't like you. You're outsiders. That's the point.
I know it's so hard for me, because I want to shoot these guys as soon as we get started, but that's the one thing I'm not supposed to do. So I think they're getting in my head, bro. When they're talking crap, they know that it makes me want to shoot them. They're playing a psychological game here.
Yeah. The Hainish soldiers that you brought with you are obviously going to stay. You guys have too many NPCs. It's hard to deal with them all. But yeah, they're going to stay here because they're not allowed to go.
Yeah.
The other teams you'll see, the Kruskorik tribe will send Craig and 2 others you don't know. Foreign Low will send Gesser and 2 others you don't know. And Malfen will send 3 large orcs that none of which you know. But among them, one of them is the chief.
Oh, the chief's going. Good for him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
their chief
dude.
is going.
I knew I love those guys, bro. Those are the dudes right there.
Well, I see how it is. Screw you too.
Those are my guys, bro.
Yeah,
If I'm
Your
collecting,
crossbows for wimps. They want to cut things with axes.
if I'm collecting miniatures from this campaign, those Malfin guys, those are the first ones I'm getting.
They would make good minis, yeah. Yeah, see, I like the River Tribe, but their minis wouldn't be that cool. So, yeah.
It'd be hard as
Good
hell to paint.
flavor.
Too.
Yeah, it'd be too
Doing
small
the
detail.
iridescent-
Yeah.
Doing the iridescent fins over the shoulders. Ooh, damn.
But yeah, so the teams will form. The other lesser tribes will also have teams of 3. And you'll all be led down the valley wall. Sort of by like an escort to make sure that there's no funny business.
Also, this is probably the easiest way to get down.
Yeah.
So you can find your own way, but this way gets there. So
You'll march down the valley wall, and you'll travel for. It takes you about an hour and a half to get there. But you'll come to a large crack, just going right down the valley floor. It's 50 feet wide at its at the narrow part here, and then it gets wider as it goes on. But there is a path down. It looks like it's not like a very well forged path or anything, but there is just a clear, visible way to pick your way down. And all of you will enter down here. You'll sort of hug the cliffside. And you wind up along the left wall. It's just like a rock face that's broken. You'll see like some halves of statues, that kind of thing over there. Then there's a big ravine in the middle that just goes down. And then on the right side that you guys are hugging along on the path, there's a large face of an ancient structure sticking out of the wall, about halfway down. So it doesn't go all the way to the top. It's like down here. It's a large structure, big pillars, faceless, worn statues toppled all over the place. And unfamiliar architecture and symbols abound. But you guys will you'll be standing, all of you, including the escorts, will be standing at the entrance to this place. It's a big, large door made for a giant, it seems. And within it, you can see many paths stretching outwards. This place is huge. It's a gigantic ruin. You can see sign that there have been people here, like tribe members, maybe before the embargo. Maybe after, who knows? But you will be sent into the ruins one team at a time. They are going to... There's a bag. A man's going to go around with a bag full of stones. And everybody's going to pick a stone. So I feel like... I think it's going to be about 10 tribes. So, which one of you is pulling the stone?
I'll pull it.
Roll a d10. Oh, you'll pull it.
I kind of prefer that, honestly. I would hate to be the guy up front with
Yeah.
a bunch of people behind me.
After the last stone is pulled, the bearer of the bag, we'll say it's the chief of Chris Korik. He came down here to escort you guys. He'll let out a "Aru!" and like get everyone's attention. Everyone will stop chitter chatting and like, look, you have all drawn your stones. You will go in the order deemed by your notches. It's not written in Arabic numbers, like, you know, it's not a 9, but it's tallies
So
or
many
whatever.
strokes.
Yeah. We'll release a team every few minutes into the ruins. Go now with honor. He'll send the first tribe in. The first tribe in will be one of the lesser tribes. They got lucky. Another tribe will go in. Another tribe will go in. And then the Cruz Korik tribe will go in fourth. Malfen will go in right after them. Another couple tribes. And then the Fornlo. And then another few tribes. And it's your turn.
I kind of lower my voice and lean towards you, Cedric, and say, expect ambushes from anybody.
At this point, I'm guessing that they've cleaned each other up quite a lot. Being the first group in wouldn't have been so bad, but anything after that, double the traps, double the ambush.
Mm-hmm. And I'll kind of march toward the entrance.
I remember you said your tribe didn't play dirty. Your chief mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of these guys, you gotta let me know who's fair game and who isn't. Your culture's a little complicated for me.
Without teaching you everything, if someone's holding a weapon, that's fine. If someone's shouting in your face, that's fine. If they call you names, that's kind of not okay, but not worth fighting over. I start pointing my weapon at you, at best, I'm challenging you to see if you're weak. At worst, I'm trying to kill you, and you're allowed to try to fight back.
Just
If
let
someone's
me
being
know when
sneaky
to pull
about
the
it-
trigger.
Huh?
Just let me know when to pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
The chief of Chris Cork will grunt, "Ah!" and you guys are off. You enter through this large archway over a toppled statue that has lost all of its features. And you'll enter into a large corridor. Dark, completely dark. There's no lights in here. All of you have dark vision? Well, fuck me, I guess.
It is out the you only see out like.
You only see out so far, yeah, that's fair.
But I do have a little brooch of light that.
Do you turn it on?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it on just because it will extend how far we can. It'll make us see further in the dark.
It'll cast down the hall. It's a long hallway, and every now and again there's a door on the left and the right. There's also a large double door up ahead that's mostly destroyed and rotted away. Which path do you want to take? The path forward or one of the side passages?
I'm gonna hold out my hand and try to feel the magical currents and see if there's a strong pull, like of something very powerful in one direction over the other.
Give me a arcane knowledge check.
13's not bad.
It's not bad. There is definitely a magical aura in this place somewhere deep below. So down seems to be the right answer. You feel like a lot of these paths could get you there, though.
can feel power down from here, but these doors are all on our level. It's hard to tell which one is more down than the other. The one on the right, I suppose.
Yeah. You can tell that one will get you there. You're just not sure it's the best pick.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll go down that hallway. You'll see something strange on the floor immediately. And you'll realize pretty quickly it's just almost completely dissolved skeleton. Like it's mostly dust, and you just see like the front of the skull because it's so old. But this doorway is more people-sized, much smaller. It leads down. It leads to the right a bit, and then you come to another door. This door is closed, but it's old as all holy hell.
Does it have a handle or any sort of?
It has like
hinge?
a ring, a rusted ring.
I'll try to feel out if there's anything magical emanating from the door. Like if a spell is active on it or something like that. Or it's just inherently like a magic item door sort of thing.
14. If it was at any point magical, it is no longer. But a residual magical aura might explain why it's in better condition than some of the other doors. But yeah, you do get those stump points because that is successful.
One free stump point to Cedric.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll give 2 stump points, plus 2 to the next roll that Temo does.
Thank
As
you.
I'm basically like doing lots of advising and be careful of this. This seems fine. Here's what the magic's like, that sort of thing.
Alrighty.
I try to, well, with a ring, I'll reach out and try to like pull it.
It'll resist, and then it'll jerk open and sort of rustily creak. It's kind of hard to pull the door because the hinges are rusted. And it's still very loud, and it kind of drags across the ground because it's not quite sitting in the frame right. But you will get it open. It'll sort of lean against the wall a bit. It would be hard to close it again. So you feel like no one else came this way. Is the important takeaway on that. It opens up into a room it's not very big. It's not a very big room. Probably about 30 by 30. There is a door frame up ahead that curves out of sight, so you can't see where it goes, but there's no door in it. On one of the walls, there is what looks like an old fountain with some brackish water still sitting in its basin. The water comes out of the mouth of something that you can't make out. But this room is strange. There's not like a lot of dust or anything in here or grime. It's kind of nicer than that. It's just not dirty. It's not dirty in here. It's a clean room.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? It's just the fountain, and then there's rotten wood in one corner that looks like it used to be old barrels or something. It's not much.
I'll take my the throwing spear that's probably latched to my back because I'm carrying my musket mostly. I'll kind of take it and I'll take the butt of it and kind of push it through the fountain, like kind of feeling around if there's anything in there.
It's gross and thick. It smells kind of bad. The smell will hit you in the mouth, and you could taste it. It tastes like rotting. It's gross. It's not water, whatever it is.
It's very mushy, very thick, though.
Yeah, it's pretty thick.
I'll take out my spear, kind of try to shake off the residue onto the ground.
When you pull your spear out, the liquid kind of comes with it and like hangs from it.
Get off.
And then...
No end then.
No, and then.
What's your defense?
Your mother. 13.
Damn, you heard what he said?
I did hear what he said. You're going to be taking 5 here, buddy.
And that's because of the mother thing.
Make a Constitution stamina test.
Just 5 damage.
Yeah, 5 damage.
Armor soaks it. Stamina check. 17.
Oh, you pass. The ooze climbs up the shaft of the staff and like gets on you, and it starts burning. But your armor does soak it. After that point, go ahead and roll your initiatives, as you are now in combat with an ooze creature.
Yeah, between my
Classic.
actual armor and my tattoos, I'm pretty hard to hurt.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, you guys have gotten pretty tough to hurt.
Well, that's like master level marked though, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels to get that bonus armor. Imagine I had this and I could wear heavy armor. I can't wear that because I'm an envoy. I don't get the cool armor. Like some people.
12, 17, 15, Hazar. Let's see if I get a go again before any of you get a go. I don't think I do. Oh, get a go before Cedric. Excellent.
Oh, man.
Sorry, man. Temo, you're first. Temo, you see this happen. It is your turn.
Cut out there. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Cool. Had a feeling. It's like the goo thing is like attached to the stick, right? Yeah.
It's attached to the stick. It gets on his chest and starts sizzling, and it's coming out of the fountain still.
Okay, I see. So I summon the axe to my hand and try to like sever where it's like attached to his chest and then coming out of the fountain.
When you get close to it, the smell hits you in the face. Go ahead and make a Constitution stamina test.
Yeah, +2.
17
That's a pass.
+2.
You no longer have to make that test for an hour. It is different than the test that Hazar made because it wasn't Hazar's turn. So go ahead, Temo.
All right. I did the one-handed motion. We're going to stick with that as the one-handed axe of Proactoris. That's an 18. Nice. That's going to slam in for 14 points of damage.
14, not bad. You'll slash at this thing. Your axe will go into it. It'll sort of split and sort of wiggle and then come back together. Looks like some of it did like fall off permanently though. After that, Hazar Steel Flame. It is now your turn. Make a Constitution stamina check.
15.
That's a pass. So you are safe from that one for an hour as well.
I'm gonna let go of the spear. I'm gonna back off and hopefully be able to brush off whatever slime is on my chest. Basically, trying to break that connection so it's not just one big gloop that's just sitting there on me the whole time. And once I get some distance back, I do have musket in hand, so I'll just take a shot at it. Why not? Blam. 15 to hit.
15 to hit on this thing. That is a hit.
16 damage.
16 damage. That's a lot of damage. Damn.
muskets.
The bullet will go in, and you'll see it'll go right through it, but a lot of the ooze will splatter up against the wall and just sort of like roll to the ground. After that, it's going to go again. It's going to come up on you. It's still coming out of the fountain, and it's getting pretty big. There's a lot of this thing coming out of here. It's going to attack you, Hazar, again.
So it goes past...
Yeah, it goes past Emma.
Okay.
It's got your scent. 13. That hits. Okay. Take a lot of damage. Take nothing, because your armor. But you still have to make the stamina test.
17.
Jeez, all three of them 17s. That's ridiculous. Whatever. I can't have any fun. Cedric.
You're talking
I'm not going to get any closer because I keep seeing these people puke almost whenever they smell it. So I'm going to back up, back towards the door and fire at this thing from the hallway.
The door
I
that
actually
you came
already
in
rolled-
through?
Yes.
Okay.
Go over by that door. Yeah. I actually already rolled. I rolled prematurely because I thought it was my turn earlier, so I'm not going to try to lie about what I rolled. I rolled a 16.
That hits?
And I think, yeah, that's a hit is what I heard. And then I'm going to roll my damage, and I rolled an 18 damage.
You do have +1. You have one
And I-
free stunt point because of earlier.
Yep. I do have the one free one. Thank you. That means I can rapid reload right here for free and still get my aim action next turn.
The bolt will shoot it in just the right spot as it's sort of shifting, and like it gets thin at one point to attack Hazar, and you'll just shoot that part off. It'll fall to the ground and splash.
No bolts aren't the most effective thing, but if we aim for weak points, we should be able to pick it apart.
It is Temo's turn. Temo. This creature is now fully out of the fountain. It is very big. It's bigger than probably all three of you combined, mass-wise. But it's sort of shifting and growing and moving. It's made out of like a blackish, gross, polluted water, and it smells bad.
It does smell bad. It smells real bad. Thank goodness for this helmet. I'm going to quickly sling back the shield as the axe grows into the two-handed version. And I try to follow the mark that the crossbow left and lean into that spot before it comes back. 21 to hit with 6 stunties.
That's a lot. Yeah,
That's a lot of stunties. 7 stunties on account of the guy I know.
The guy you know, yeah, Hazar Steelflame, the envoy of the Nagami tribe. That guy, I know that guy.
Yep. So right away, it's 6 more points of penetrating damage as Hellfire shoots out from the impact. And we are going to do some things. We'll throw in the lightning attack for 2 more, because of course. That's a 16 to hit for
That's a
18
hit.
more points of damage. As Temo starts
Lord.
twirling. Sorry, I'm just looking at these things. That's 3 stun points used because both of those were favored. 2 more to protect Hazar with my protect stunt, since I used my minors for weapon manipulation.
Your axe comes down and ignites in fire. The fire superheats the ooze, and it sort of starts crystallizing, and then you attack it again and shatter it into pieces. That's it. You guys did a hilarious amount of damage. It didn't have the most health, but it had pretty decent damage reduction. But still, you guys cleaved it up. Yeah, you're left in this bad smelling room now.
Well,
The fountain now sits empty.
I'm gonna go over and look into the fountain, see if it was sitting on anything.
There's a bunch of stuff in there.
Kind of
Like loot?
Yeah, there's like shiny stuff and like there's various daggers and stuff. There's like gold fillings out of people's teeth. There's regular teeth. If you're into that, I know a guy.
makes for good blunderbuss shot.
Yeah. But there's like it's just a pile of stuff. You'd have to dig it all out in order to find what's what.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay.
I mean, probably won't win us the contest, but
No, definitely not.
money is money.
Yeah, no, this is just good old fashioned loot.
I rolled a 16 evaluation to pick out the stuff that's worth picking out.
That's not bad. Hey, you can do this pretty quickly then. Let me find the page that tells me. I'm gonna have you roll.
Oh, the treasure table, you know.
Roll on the
money,
treasure
should say.
table.
Abundant. 66.
What kind of dice do you want me to roll?
What page is that on? Oh, there it is. I found it.
That one.
Roll 3d6.
Oink. I rolled a 3, a 5, and a 4 for a total of 12.
You find 12 silver pieces.
All right, that's 4, 4, and 4. 1 4 for everybody.
This is the kind of money you tip somebody if you don't like them.
There's also a bronze ring, just a plain bronze band.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pocket that. I don't think anybody wants that.
There's various daggers and like metallic items in there like that, weapons. There's just the heads of arrows.
I'm really not feeling like a whole lot of value there, guys.
No.
All right. I have an idea. This may have slowed us down, but you've seen the way I can move through stone. Perhaps we go straight down from here a floor and see what there is to see.
How far can you walk through Earth?
10 meters
Or yards, either way.
or yards. They're a little different.
They are a little different.
Yeah, I've got Earth Passage, a 50 square foot, so it's 7 by 7 feet. So there you go. Or 10 by 5. So
Yeah.
10 feet. Yeah, we could drop down a floor.
Yeah, there's
Perhaps.
2 doorways and then potentially the floor. Tell me which way you want to go.
We can try going straight down, because down is where I'm feeling the magic coming from. So we can find a short.
See what happens.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
how
let's do
this
the
works.
Minecraft
Everybody
method.
hold on.
The way it works is it only works if there's actually an open space, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And like I know if there is, yeah, creatures can only move through as if it's empty air. Yeah,
So the spell
caster
is
knows
simply
why.
just what
It says right there, yeah, both ends of the passage must touch open air or water, or the spell does not work, and the caster knows why.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, I'll be like, yeah, it's not going to work. Okay, so we'll see. Let's do a little, boop, let's roll it. I rolled a 16. I was looking for an 11, so I got it. So if there's a room underneath us that's 10 feet down, then I can open a little 5-foot passage and we can fall down it.
Passage opens up.
Follow me, and I jump in.
Oh,
Moving through it says it's kind of like moving through sand, so I don't think we fall at full speed unless we want to.
okay, so you can actually peek out before you fall into the abyss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, it's like peeking out of sand, sort of. So maybe I might just topple out. You know how gravity be. So I'm gonna jump out into the abyss, though. I'm feeling good about it, and I'll just stand here and wait for the homies.
There goes Cedric the Appraiser. Fourth of his
AD&D stuff right there.
Right?
All right, Gary, what are you playing now? No, I'm just kidding. You land. You land. It's a little bit further of a drop than you're expecting, but it's not like terminal velocity or anything. You're in a dark room, but you can see the walls. It's a smaller room than you were in just now. There's a door at the far end, and not much else in here.
Just gonna keep my crossbow trained on that door until the homies get down here.
Do the homies go down there?
Yeah, I meld in, bringing my light, and then knowing them going down, I kind of reach up my hand past the opening, so I Spider-Man my way to the ceiling to make sure I'm not going. Ah!
I do that. That's what I do.
You get down here, thunk to thunk thunk. All of you land. It's about 15 feet wide, 30 feet long hallway that ends at a door and a dead end. There's various things in here on the ground. There's like a shield where most of the wood's eaten away. There's a few bits and pieces of metal armor on the ground, all of it tarnished and old. There's a hole in the wall on the right side, just like a small, like that big hole, sort of towards the floor. And then there is
It's like the size of a softball, maybe.
Yeah.
For the people at home that are blind that are watching.
Yeah, about a
listening,
softball. Yep. Blind
I'll
people
kinda
know
reach up
exactly
my
how
hand.
big softballs are.
You can touch a softball, bro.
I'm just kidding.
I'll reach out a hand to feel if the magic is still down or if it's like in a certain direction from us.
It's still down, but it's stronger.
Down's the right direction at least, and I eventually let go of the ceiling so I can come down to where you guys are.
You feel a bit of it, like, in the area around you.
Something magical here, perhaps? Or maybe the aura's just that powerful. It's hard to tell.
You think blind people call an orange, or do they call it a citrus?
Depends on what language they speak.
Yeah.
Good point. Sure.
They might call it a naranja.
There you go. Yeah, I mean it doesn't have a color, so I'm torn here. I'm torn
Maybe they just don't know it's also a color.
Do you want to try
Well
to
done.
tunnel down again, or do you want to...
I sure do. We can keep doing this until I run out of magic ability. But if this gives us a head start, I'm all for it. That's exactly what I'm going to try again, is to shoot us down another floor. And it cost me 6 mana, and I spent it already. And this time I was looking for an 11, and I got a 12, so we hit it again. If there's a room down there, if there's an empty space, then we can do the thing.
Solid stone, buddy.
Go
Oh,
through this
boy.
floor. We may have to move a few rooms before we try again.
What? The word orange applied to the fruit before it applied to the color? What? That's crazy.
Whoa. Look at Vamp.
I'll kind of
Thank you,
shine...
Sean, for hitting us with knowledge.
I'll shine like the... I'll take my pin, and I'll kind of shine it at the opening in the side wall.
You'll
Changes in the contour and stuff.
You'll notice that it is pristinely clean.
That is suspiciously clean. Nothing in cave stays that clean. I'm not putting my hand in there.
And you can also see that it bends, like the hole goes straight and then goes up.
Air hole, maybe? Gas hole?
Watch your mouth.
You're a gas hole.
Yes.
Yeah,
I am.
wash your
That's how
gas hole. How's
Breathing
it?
works. There is an opening. There is a doorway, though, or an archway.
There is a doorway.
Yeah. I will approach the doorway. You gas hole.
You'll take a couple steps. Click.
I'll stop and look down to see what clicked.
The floor clicked. The stone you're stepping
I
on
look-
pressed in.
I look towards the hole and get my crossbow ready to shoot what might come out of that hole.
And I'm shielded up, ready to intercept something.
You'll hear a rumbling. A bunch of dust will shake off of the walls and the ceiling.
I'm racing toward the door.
And the walls start closing in.
Oh, I thought it was going to be something dangerous. I'll also dart for the door.
Yeah, same, but I'm definitely gonna be lagging behind both of you. So you're like, it's fine. I'm like running for my life, actually.
What
I'm
is your speed? You move
so
full speed now, don't you? Because if you're what level you are?
Um, so the armor thing actually only fixes the dexterity minus, not the speed
All
minus. So my speed is
right.
8.
Yeah, no, yeah, way slower than we are.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not
speed's a
going anywhere
13.
too fast. That sounds about right.
I'm almost, not quite. I'm almost twice as fast as you. Like one and a half times as fast.
I'm 12.
You guys could all make it down the hallway pretty quickly. You'll use your whole turns getting to the door, but if you double run, you'll make it. It's not a big room like I described.
Yeah.
The door is metal, and it is not open. It is locked. And it seems like it's locked from the outside.
Pack at the keyway.
Go ahead and roll damage on that.
14.
It'll scuff the metal for sure. Pa-pa, and it goes ping, and you hear it ricochet. Actually, it goes right past you.
You don't have any picks on you, do you? Because that barely did anything.
Of course I do. If you stop shooting the damn door, give me a chance.
The walls are closing in. You're gonna try to pick the lock. 14 does not cut it.
Oh wait, I have a boon. Does a 16 cut it? A
16.
boon for 2. Because I don't think it would be fair to re-roll since you already said no. But if a 16 cuts it, I'll spin the boon for it.
I gotta check the difficulty chart here.
You're a difficulty chart.
You're trying. In order to build some suspense here, we'll have to find out next week. So,
Ooh, girl.
you're picking the lock. The walls are closing in, and yeah, that's where we're going to cut it for tonight. I think that's a good stopping point. Hey everybody, thank you for watching us play Fantasy Age 2nd Edition from Green Round Publishing. Don't forget to check out our incredible backlog of videos on YouTube, hundreds and hundreds of hours. Like and subscribe over there. Follow us on all the stuff, and also you can use our code Fresh Out the Box at checkout at greenronistar.com to help out the channel and get a 5% discount off of anything. Also, feel free to check out the new Age Engine magazine, a brand new magazine from the creators of Age, detailing new adventures, new missions, new character archetypes, all sorts of things, everything to do with Age. It's like Dragon Magazine, but for the adventure game engine. It's pretty cool. I have the first. We got advanced copies of the first one. Pretty sick stuff in there. So check it out. I've been the Board Game Guru and Game Master Extraordinaire, Jahananan.
It's me, Casualty CDG, co-host of Fresh Out the Box. It's our tabletop role-playing show. We're doing stuff on Thursdays and Fridays. Come check it out. Twitch.tv/Shahananan. We also have the YouTube, Fresh Out the Box TTRPG. And there's a podcast, Fresh Out the Podcast, available where all podcasts are available. We talk about movies, video games, streaming shows, you name it. We're just doing some cool pop culture stuff. And check us out. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate the follows, the loves, the likes, and everything. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
I've been AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can follow me at ElectricMetCHSR over on Twitter, now known as X. And you can follow me here as well on Twitch under Corbinian. And you can see me streaming stuff like 2D20 Dune on Saturdays, Fabula Ultima, a Japanese RPG style TTRPG on Mondays, and Star Trek Adventures on Tuesdays. Yeah, and I do other stuff as well. I do play other games from time to time, sometimes chess, sometimes not. And when am I doing that? You'll just have to watch me and follow me to find out.
And it's been me, Erin Bombier. I am a game designer with Adventure Slang Productions. If you want to know what we've been doing, you should go check out the Adventure Slang podcast. You should also check out adventureslang.com. We new Neovarden. It's been cooking. It's getting nice and ready. We just got to make sure it's meets the temperature safety standards before we serve it to y'all. So it's happening. Just a little bit of seasoning, not too much, I promise. Stay poking around. We'll be talking about that a lot very soon. Otherwise, I'll be here hanging out every Thursday night on the Third Stage with these folks.
Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for all the subs. Thanks for all the fun. Stay fresh.